Welcome back to the Pursuit of Yappiness podcast.
Whoop whoop.
I'm Daytona.
I'm Michaela.
And this is a podcast where we yap.
And you listen.
Yep. How are we doing?
Good. You had your show last night.
I did.
And it was fabulous.
Afternoon, but
well,
yes.
yeah, whatever.
Thank you. It was fun.
Yeah.
A lot of people came out, which was
Yeah.
great. Filled the room.
Yeah.
Which I think is important.
Even people that I wouldn't have expected, like the sister and aunt of one of our friends.
I know.
I was like, they don't even know you.
Okay.
But hey, everyone's welcome.
Yeah. Well, and like people with kids even. I was like, nice. This is cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, I when people say they're going to come to something.
And you're like, yeah, okay.
Yeah. And like, that's kind of how I felt about a lot of them. And then when they came, I was like, oh my gosh, you actually like showed up.
Yeah.
And that's something, shout out to those of you from my church who listen to this podcast. I am very blessed because most of the people that were there were from church.
Yeah, they had like a whole corner of the place.
Yeah. And so thank you to all of you because, I'm always dubious when church people say stuff like that, like just in general.
Right.
Because, I think so much of like that culture is like, oh, I'll be praying for you, or oh, I'll do this, or oh, I'll do that, and then it never actually happens because
the follow through is not
and
stellar.
so like because the culture is to just say that stuff, and so I'm just used to it not being that way. But I really appreciate that this community is like, when they say something, they're actually going to do it. So, yeah, thank you to all of you, because I know some of you listen to this podcast. So, yeah, no, it was great. And I really love, like, the venue. It's just a cool place. They have cool artwork.
They have really cool artwork. I was looking at all of the, like, chalkboard art that they have.
Very cool.
And they had a little display where artists were like selling their work and stuff. They had so many cool stickers. I just wanted to like stuff my pockets with stickers.
Yes,
because there were so many cool ones.
Yeah, it's just a cool place, and they're very obviously like welcoming of everyone. It's an all ages place, which I think is really great. They
didn't have the same grimy bar vibe that some of the open mics that you did have.
Yes.
Not to say that they're actually grimy as in dirty, but like they just have that vibe of being sort of grungy, and I don't it's very unfriendly. Yeah. And this place does not have that vibe.
No, not at all. And I mean, what do you expect? It's run by like a lesbian couple. Yeah. So it's like, I think their goal is to make sure everyone feels safe in their environment, and I feel they do a good job of that. So it was great. It was super fun. I had a blast, and even though there were definitely moments where I was like, oop, messed that up. It in general, I feel
nobody knew
went pretty well.
Yes.
And I feel like I asked Jake, I was like, I feel like I played off things pretty well. Like, for example, when I was playing Void, my fingers were so sweaty and they were shaking. And so trying to play the line was just so impossible. And I was like, you get it. Like, at the end, I was like,
it's fine.
I'm not going to keep playing this. Like, it's,
yeah. I mean, I could tell you were really nervous at the beginning. Yeah. But I think that's just because I know you really well.
Yes.
So, and I've seen you play a couple of times now, so I could sort of compare, but most people wouldn't be able to tell because you were still doing a great job.
Thank you. Yes. Jake's words were, you were very charismatic and charming. I was like, okay. But yeah. And hey, the tip jar was pretty full. Yeah. So people liked it. I was pretty happy with that. So can't complain there. So yeah, it was good.
Yeah. Other than that, this weekend I went to a bunch of yard sales.
Yeah, like
and got
90
ton of books. So I'm pretty excited about my book haul, and I will be doubling down on my reading efforts.
I need to do that because Dungeon Crawler Carl, my loan expires in like 2 days, and I'm
yeah, you're like 20% of the way
through.
Yeah, I mean, I have it, but Paige is gonna read my copy, so you'll have to fight her, I guess.
I'm probably just gonna end up having to like buy it on Kindle or something, even though I don't particularly want to. I might also see if the library has a physical copy.
Yeah, they had the rest of the series when I was there. I didn't see the first one, but somebody might return it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am excited to talk about it because it's very something.
It's definitely interesting so far. I just don't know. Like, so far, Carl himself is not particularly likable, I guess. Like, for me, anyways. Because he's just not my typical protagonist, I guess. And honestly, like, I was thinking about this the other day where I was like, I don't read that many books with male protagonists.
Yeah, unless they're gay.
Unless they're gay. So, and he's not. So, yeah, I feel
there's also just not any romance in this book.
Yeah.
Like, there's too much going on.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, obviously. Yeah. The situation is a little intense, which granted, I mean, in all these romantasy books, they find a way. But
it's true.
Yeah.
I mean, in the Hunger Games, they were also fighting to the death. And they found a way to have a romance.
Yes.
So I guess.
Yeah, this book definitely, like, it's, a lot of people are like, oh, it's derivative and blah, 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 blah. Which, like, yeah, what book isn't at this point? Like,
there's nothing original happening anywhere.
And so it's like, I'm just noticing this, like, Starry Night.
That was another yard sale find.
It's beautiful. I like it. I like the frame a lot. And Starry Night is a great
The lady who sold it to me said she got it at a casino. I was like, interesting.
Okay. Odd.
But yeah, it has a really nice frame and it has a little plaque that says Starry Night, Vincent van Gogh, 1853 to 1890. Great. And I was
a casino win. Like,
I have no idea. She said it was some kind of like prize from a casino. Old? No, she was like our parents' age, maybe. I guess maybe if you're like a casino member,
I don't know,
card holder, however it works. I don't know. Maybe they have like a prize system, or like you can trade in points or something. I have no idea. I have no idea how it works.
Interesting.
But yeah, so
weird.
But I really liked it. I thought it was pretty.
Mm-hmm.
So Frodo and Sam got relocated.
I was just gonna say, because I noticed it. I was like, I was looking over there and I was like, oh, that got moved. And then I was looking and I was like, where was it? And then I was like, oh.
Yeah, the art wall is constantly evolving.
Yeah, I appreciate that because mine has stayed pretty much the same. Like, I have had that exact setup, or at least a similar setup, in like 4 different apartments now. I just keep moving it. So I'm still trying to lock it in, find like the perfect combination, but at the same time I feel like it's okay if things just are always rotating, totally. Keep it fresh. Totally. Jake and I, after he got home from work today, we went to the store, and before we went, we had to stop and get gas, which gas prices,
yuck.
But as he was like outside pumping gas, I just heard this older man going on about something about gas prices, and then he was like, they're the same as when Joe Biden was in office. And I'm just like, I was like, so gas prices are what got you, huh? Like, wasn't the war crimes and the pedophilia and all that other stuff? It was the gas prices. Okay, dude. But and Jake was just kind of like, like, and that just makes me think about stranger interaction in general. Like,
why do we have to do it? That's my question.
And I just like. it's so uncomfortable. Like when you're waiting in a line or something and the person in front of you is like just trying to rope you into their like crap. Like say they're upset that it's taking so long and they're just like looking at you like, ugh.
They want you to commiserate with them.
Yes. And I'm just like, I'm not going to complain about the minimum wage worker that's like standing right there. Like, I'm sorry. No, ma'am. Or, you know, just people who like just say really unhinged or like bigoted or whatever like stuff. I'm like, what about me looks safe to you to say such a thing? Like, I'm sorry.
I know.
Like, what part of what about me is bringing on this confession? Because I would like to change it immediately.
I want to get rid of it in this moment. Yeah. I think that a lot when I go out in public with my friends who have kids. Like people, or my pregnant friends, like people will just say whatever they want. And I'm like, excuse me, ma'am. Like, this is not appropriate.
No. Or like, you know, people who the things that people say to pregnant women are crazy. Like,
I know.
How many you got in there? And like crazy stuff like that.
Stuff that's like in any other context would be wildly invasive.
I know.
Like somebody, I forget who I was with, but somebody asked if they were planning on having a vaginal birth or a C-section, and it's just like, you don't ask about people's medical details when they're a stranger in this.
That's like, crazy
on the street.
That is crazy. Who does that?
I don't know. I just feel we've talked about this before. There's something about children and childbirth and pregnancy that like just takes away all people's boundaries and like
it's true,
turns you into just a vessel for conversation.
It's crazy.
It's like, no, you're actually a human and you have like rights and boundaries.
Yeah.
But who am I to say?
Crazy.
Yeah, my mom, I'm from south of here, and my mom is, whenever she visits, she complains that like people don't talk to each other. And I'm like,
that's the way I like it.
I would prefer that. I don't like feeling like I need to make small talk with people or smile at them or make eye contact. Like
the Northeast people are like, for the most part, stay in their lane.
They do. They leave you alone. They don't expect you to
they don't make eye contact on the street. They are just like, they have a mission, they're on it, and they're not gonna,
they're minding their own business and letting you mind yours. Like, we don't need to be in each other's business. Like, that's just not necessary.
No,
I don't even want to talk to people that I know sometimes. So like, I just I don't know.
And like, I don't know, people are, and it's not because they're not nice. Like, everyone's very nice.
Being nice by leaving me alone.
Exactly. Yeah, precisely. It's definitely interesting. People are just very different. But I don't mind it.
That being said, sometimes they do pull through, because recently they put up a proposal to put an AI data center in a town near us, and there was enough public outcry and backlash. They're like,
okay, we're not gonna do it.
That they decided not to do it.
I know, and it's working. I've been seeing like stuff like that. It's happening like all across the country.
I know,
where people are like so outraged about it, and are showing up to protest and like voting against it and stuff like that, that they're not happening at the rate that these big companies are wanting them to, which I'm like, honestly, good for us. Like,
I'm surprised that it's working.
Yeah,
like,
honestly,
that the pushback is actually doing anything.
I know, because usually pushback means nothing. But now it's actually meaningful. And, you know, I appreciate it, because I'm like, I don't want the water coming out of my tap to be brown. Like, you know, and that's what's going to happen if we put all these data centers all around. I mean, because there's already like places where that's the case, where like the drinking water is just disgusting.
Yeah.
So
yeah, there's that. Obviously water is vital and a human right, but also it's just like the principle of the thing. Like they'd have to build it somewhere, and in this area where they're going to build it is probably going to be like wildlands.
Correct.
Like forests.
Yes.
Like they'd have to chop it down and kill all the animals and whatever. So there's that too. And then it's also, you know, the traffic flow, the parking, the whatever, the workflow of the area will just be totally different if you have people like commuting in to work there.
Totally.
I don't even know how many actual people work in an AI.
I don't either, to be honest with you. But yeah.
At my job we're hiring, and I'm on the hiring committee, and there have been a couple of people who have applied who put like their current job right now is computer programmer for AI stuff. And I was just like, first of all, why do you want to come work here? Because this has nothing to do with that, but whatever. I was kind of like, well, it might be nice because it means that they know how to use a computer.
Yeah.
Because trying to teach them the job while also trying to teach them how to use a computer is nearly impossible.
Right.
So it would be really nice if we had someone that we knew for sure was computer literate. Because that's the whole job, is just computer stuff all day.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was like, if you're qualified to be programming an AI, I feel you're going to be very bored.
Yeah.
Working here.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
I had an appointment with my psychiatrist today, and we've decided that I'm going to go back on ADHD medication for my own good. So hopefully it will start helping, because I don't know. It's weird because I got diagnosed with ADHD about a little over 3 years ago. Actually, maybe it was, a little over 3 years ago. Right before I got pregnant with my toddler. And I started taking medication like right away, and then stopped once I was pregnant. I kept other meds, but that one I just like, I don't know, stimulants. Not to say that you can't take stimulants while pregnant, but I just was worried about like birth defects and stuff. But anyway, I haven't been on it since, and I think I've just like questioned, like, is this something that I really have? But I'm going through a personal crisis at the moment where I'm just like, I don't know, like, diagnosis is so subjective, like, and so, you know, I'm constantly just like wondering, like, do I actually have this, or do I actually have that, or is it actually this, or is it actually just the trauma? Like, what is it? I don't know. And so talking with my therapist about all of this, and she was like, why is it so important to you? And I was like, well, because I want to know specifically what I have so I know how to treat it, I guess, like, because the treatment for all of these things is relatively different. And so, you know, but all that said, hopefully it'll help, because, you know, she thinks a lot of the kind of frustrating symptoms that I've been experiencing as of late are related. Because like ADHD, it's not just the can't sit still disorder.
Oh no.
It manifests in so many ways. And so hopefully it will help. We'll see.
Yeah. There are so many things that all kind of like overlap.
Yeah.
And they share certain symptoms.
Yes.
And can be caused by the same thing. And then also it's like all of the symptoms that are can also be caused by other things, can also be caused by just the trauma.
Yes,
so
exactly.
It could just be that, but then
right.
Yeah, it's nearly impossible to say.
Right. And thinking about like, like I did pretty well in school and stuff like that, so it was like, I couldn't possibly have ADHD because I did good in school. But it was like, okay, first off, it presents differently in women most of the time,
right?
And also like it has nothing to do with how like smart or like capable you are, but I will say something that I have, like we were talking about in therapy recently, was rejection sensitivity.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, ooh, okay. And
I'm in this picture and I don't like it.
Yeah, I was like, and just like, so I'm just gonna pull up the definition for people who may perhaps not know what it is. So it's extreme, overwhelming emotional pain triggered by the perception or reality of being rejected or failing. And I was like,
yeah. The
gasp, I gasped.
The part that gets me is the perception of being rejected or failing.
Yeah.
So
yes. Yeah, the perception is big because most of the time it's not based in reality.
No. I'm laughing because I'm usually the one that's like, what the heck are you talking about? Like Edna from The Incredibles. Pull yourself together.
Yeah. But anyway, so hopefully this will help. But that's a very common aspect of ADHD.
Yes.
So, yeah. Yep.
But it's also a very common aspect of trauma.
It is. So yeah. So
Porque no los dos.
Yeah, exactly. But and he would be okay with me saying this, but I really hope to get Jake hooked up with a psychiatrist soon also, because that man for sure has ADHD. And so when you have two people in a household that both share a spicy brain, it makes things difficult to get certain things done. And he's very forgetful, and which same. And I'm like an organized chaos. He's like chaos. So just like, we need to fix this.
Yeah. It's really different. Different. That's not the word I want. It's really interesting how it's different between men and women. Like, obviously not that it's always one way with men or whatever, but like the way that it's perceived especially is very interesting. That it's just like you said, it presents differently, right?
Because Jake very much was the kid who couldn't sit still in school and had a hard time in school and all these things, and he still can't sit still, and he's always drumming on stuff and like whatever. So
that kind of segues me into another thing that I was going to talk about. I saw this really interesting quote from a book by Terrence Real. The book is called I Don't Want to Talk About It. And it's just about like masculinity in society and stuff like that. This quote starts out with, "For most boys, the achievement of masculine identity is not an acquisition so much as a disavowal." Which I thought was a great hook. And then they were talking about when researchers ask girls and women to define what they think it is to be feminine, they'll give examples that are in the positive, like you are this, you are that. And then when they ask boys and men to define what it means to be masculine, they'll give negative examples. So you're not weak, you're not girly, you're not whatever. And so they they're talking about these examples, and then they say, in short, being a man generally means not being a woman. As a result, boys' acquisition of gender is a negative achievement. Their developing sense of their own masculinity is not, as in most other forms of identity development, a steady movement towards something valued, so much as a repulsion from something devalued. Masculine identity development turns out to be not a process of development at all, but rather a process of elimination, a successive unfolding of loss. Along with whatever genetic proclivities one might inherit, it is this loss that lays the foundation for depression later in men's lives.
Wow.
Which I thought was interesting, because we talked a little bit about hair and how it's like a symbol of softness and femininity and artistic flowing and whatever, and like men are taught to chop it off as soon as they possibly can to get rid of that sort of softness in their life.
Right.
So I thought it was interesting that, like, you know, obviously it differs from person to person, but what they might find to be their natural reaction to things is like slowly chopped off and stripped away.
Right.
As they're taught that they have to be a certain way in order to be, quote unquote, a man.
Right.
And I mean, it's the same for women, but
yeah.
I just thought it was a really interesting way of looking at it.
Yeah. Because, it's typically like, you're so right in that when thinking about gender, it's like women are blank. And then it's like, well, men are not women, basically. Like, that's what it like boils down to. And so the negative is the negative language, I guess, surrounding it. That's very interesting. Yeah, I mean, the patriarchy harms everyone.
I don't remember if in the 4 episodes that we lost, if we had read any of the don'ts for wives and don'ts for husbands.
I don't actually know. Probably not don'ts for husbands, because it's been a while since we have.
Yeah.
But definitely I feel like don'ts for wives was in there. I don't know if we ever... no, I think we had started don'ts for wives.
Okay.
But yes, we should read. Which, before we do that, speaking of husbands and wives, Tamsin and Sylvie, they finally got married. Which, if you're new here, those are D&D characters.
Yep. Last night at your show, when you said that you wrote that song about them, I don't think Paige knew that.
Oh.
Because she was like, Daytona!
I know. I was
like, oh, this is the first you're hearing about this?
I know. Well, and I had sent it to our like group, like the and so I was like, doesn't she know about this? But guess not.
I mean, maybe did you write specifically that it was about them? Maybe it just went over her head. She didn't realize
maybe it was. Yeah. But yeah, I thought that was very funny, because I'm like, when I introduce that song, I have to tell the story behind it. Like, it's necessary. The
end of the section that we're on, in Don'ts for Wives, that's called, personalities.
Oh boy.
The end part is, don't brood. That way madness lies. Don't hesitate, if you catch yourself brooding, to take a day off in the best way you can. Go out and gossip with your friend. Get to a theater where there is a play that will make you laugh, or try a concert or a cinema show. Anything that will take you out of yourself. Take the brooding habit in time before it gets too strong a hold of you. Don't stop at that. Half the brooding and half the ill humor in the world are due to foolish feeding. The woman who broods probably does not trouble about the meals when her husband is away, doesn't have a decent repast at midday, but some bread and butter or pastries and a cup of tea, or perhaps she eats too much meat. 3 or even 2 meat meals a day tend to make the world look very black to the middle-aged. The ever-flowing teapot is as bad.
So don't eat tea, don't eat meat, and don't drink tea, don't eat meat, and don't have girl dinner.
Yeah,
you'll be too broody.
You'll be too broody. They started off strong, had me in the first half. Not gonna lie.
Okay,
if you're having a bad day, get out of the house, talk to your friends. Hang out with your friends. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay, and then
it just went downhill from there.
Oh gosh, that's really funny.
Yeah. The part about like not eating a proper meal when your husband is away, that is too real though.
Oh yeah,
like,
I mean,
who's gonna cook if you're not?
Yeah,
if you're just eating
it's like
it
we're
yourself.
having girl dinner. Sorry.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, it's not so much that like, oh, my husband's away, I don't have to cook dinner. It's more of he's the one who cooks dinner like 75% of the time.
There's that
so I'm
too.
like, I'm not gonna make dinner for myself. Like, are you crazy?
There's that too, but it's also like I'm not gonna go through all the work just for one person.
Exactly. Yeah. Precisely.
So
granted, I do have children still, but sometimes I'll make them something and then just like me scrounge around for random crap. Yeah. So there has been some crazy Taylor Swift Easter eggs recently.
Oh.
So there's been like huge billboards that have TS in like the Toy Story font with like the blue like sky with like clouds behind it.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people are like, it's a Taylor Swift thing, and I was like, it's probably just Toy Story, but
making movie number 18.
Yeah. But it turns out it was a Taylor Swift thing and a Toy Story thing.
Oh,
so
a collab.
It is a collab. So she has a new song called I Knew It, I Knew You, or I Know You. I can't remember. But it's going to be featured in the Toy Story 5 film, which Toy Story 5, completely unnecessary.
I know.
I'm like, how many of these are we going to make?
I mean,
how much story is left to tell? Like,
I feel like it really wrapped up at the end of the fourth one when he like gave the toys to the other.
That was 3. But yes, I agree with you.
Well, then maybe it wrapped up at the end of the third one. I don't even know what the fourth one was about.
The third one was...
the third one was the one with the like fire thing where everybody almost cried because the toys got melted.
Yes.
Okay. I don't remember what the fourth one was about then.
I never watched the fourth one.
It probably wasn't worth it.
So yeah, I have no clue what the fourth one was about, and
some of these franchises just really need to quit when they need
to stop. The third one was good. I liked the third one.
Yeah.
I quite literally cried.
Yeah, it was a perfect ending.
I thought that the toys were about to die. I was
Everybody did.
I was like, there's no way they're... And I was like, I just remember sitting there bawling my eyes out and being like, this is a children's movie.
I know.
Like, what is happening? Like, they're all about to have this fiery flame death. Like, what the hell? But then obviously
very traumatizing.
But it was traumatizing. It really, it did a number on me. But yeah. And then Andy gave the toys to the little girl.
And that's the perfect ending.
It was a perfect ending.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, we don't need any more.
I recently read the One Dark Window duology that's always in all the book talk videos.
What's the name of the first book?
One Dark Window.
Oh, okay.
The second one is Two Twisted Crowns.
Two Twisted. Okay, I was like, I think I've seen the Two Twisted Crowns, but I don't think
that's
I had
the second
heard
one.
Of One Dark Window.
It was very, very good. I really liked it.
Okay.
Great love story, cool magic system.
I'm gonna add it to the list.
And I got to the end of the second one, and my review that I put on Goodreads was, I would wish that there was more of this, but you shouldn't add to perfection.
There you go.
And that's how I feel about a lot of franchises that like just really don't know how to quit when they're ahead.
I know.
That being said, Star Wars...
It's already on my list. Anyways.
That being said, Star Wars is one of the worst offenders of should have quit all year ahead.
Yeah.
And yet Andor is a masterpiece.
Yeah.
So
it is quite good. I have really been enjoying it a lot.
We're on like episode 5, 6 of the first season.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good. It's very good.
I'm very excited to keep watching it with you because there are a lot of great moments yet to come, but also I can't wait until we're finished it so that I can send you all of the posts that I have saved about it.
Perfect. Yes.
There's just it's similar to Project Hail Mary where there's like a lot of really good discourse online about it.
Yeah.
And people have pointed out a lot of really cool stuff and had really good insights into it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Speaking of TV, Hudson Williams got an award.
Yes, he did.
And I was honestly kind of surprised it was him and not Connor Sorey.
Okay, here's why. Because the show is Canadian, it's not eligible for Emmys.
Okay.
And because it's Canadian and Connor Sorey is American, he's not eligible to win any awards. It's kind of devastating. It really sucks. Because truthfully, I think they'd both be winning awards. But because Connor Sorey is ineligible because he's not Canadian,
wow.
It really sucks. It's quite sad, actually.
Yeah, because all of the sort of analysis that I've seen of Heated Rivalry, there's a lot that's about the camera work, the writing, the directing, the costumes, the sets, all that. But anything that talks specifically about acting is always talking about Connor Sorey.
Yeah, a lot of the time it is about Connor Sorey. And you know what? Like, obviously, I think he does a phenomenal job. But I gotta give it to Hudson Williams also.
He has a much more subtle character to work with.
Yeah, it's a more subtle character to work with, and I think he plays him flawlessly. I mean, especially like his conversation with Rose when he's like telling her, his acting in that scene is stellar.
So much like subtle facial muscle
micro
twitching
expressions, yes,
and like just like I don't even know, because all of his whole character is internal. Like he keeps all of his thoughts to himself. Yeah. He doesn't emote at all.
No.
So, yeah.
He plays him so well.
Yeah. There's the quote where he talked about how he played him like he was coiled like a spring or whatever at any given time, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty true. He keeps everything like tense.
Yeah. But I think they both do a phenomenal job, and it's very sad. But I just really appreciated his speech. If I could cut this award down the middle, I would, because if these gay yearning little bottom eyes didn't have a big sexy Russian to feast upon, my performance wouldn't be as good. To the honorary Canadian Connor Sorey, I share this award with you.
That's why he said honorary Canadian. Okay, I was like, I guess just because they really like him in Canada.
Yeah.
Okay,
no,
I get it now.
Yeah, it's just.
Yeah, that was very sweet of him to give credit.
Yeah, but I'm like, that's so sad that it's not like eligible to win anything, because it's like, you know, and it makes sense. I mean, they had no idea what they were creating when they did it.
No.
Like, you know,
which is why it's so good.
Yeah.
That's one of the main reasons that I'm kind of apprehensive about the second season being as good, because it's like now they know and the pressure is on, and people are so like on.
I don't know. I feel it's going to be by the same people who are working on it, and I don't think Rachel Reed will allow it to go in a direction that isn't true to the story.
Yeah, there's just when something is popular and the people in the money-making machine want it to stay popular, they have so much more say in what happens, and it just makes me anxious that
I know.
Like, they're gonna ruin it.
I know. I'm like, there are just so many good scenes in the long game that I'm like, I need this done.
Now that I've read, because when I watched the first season the first time, I hadn't read the books.
Yeah.
So once I read the books and realized how much they lifted verbatim, like the dialogue and everything, if they just do that again, then they'll be fine.
They're good. Yeah. Totally.
Obviously they had to change some scenes around, but all the changes they made, I think, were for the better.
And honestly, I feel like the events of the long game, there's just so much more. I'm like, how are they going to, like, it's going to have to be split up into multiple seasons. There's no way that season 2 is going to end with, like, them getting married. No. Spoilers, I guess. Not really. The books have been out for a long time. But,
but also because there's, like, a significant portion of the first book that they didn't put into the first season.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I kind of wish they would just make it more episodes.
Yeah.
So that they could fit it all in.
That would be nice. But yeah, and I do wonder who that, like, if they follow a similar format where, like, you know, episode 3 is about a different...
It has to be Troy and
that's the one in Not Nice Guy.
Role model,
thank you.
It's the one that's the social media manager.
Yes. What's his
name? Harris,
yes.
Yeah, it has to be them.
That's true. That would make sense.
He's the one that Ilya talks to.
Yeah.
He's like the only person that Ilya ever talks to.
Right.
So I feel like that's...
Yeah, because I mean, even though like Fabian and Ryan are like, they're like friends with them. Yeah. They're not essential characters to the story. Like they're very much side characters. Whereas I feel Troy becomes more of a, not quite a main character. He's more important
for Ilya's internal character development.
Right.
Yeah, because you would have the episode 3 is Harris and Troy's story. Yeah. And then episode 4 would be the conversation that Ilya has with his therapist where she's like, you have to talk to someone. And then he would talk to Troy.
Yeah.
So,
right.
Yeah, I hope they're my favorite couple in the rest of the Game Changer universe.
Really?
So,
I mean, they're nice and all, but I guess I also didn't read their book specifically.
You should. It's a good one. They're cute.
I really like Scott and Kip a lot. So,
well,
I liked Scott and I can't talk. I liked, like, after just watching Heated Rivalry, at first I liked Scott and Kip more than I liked Shane and Ilya. Once I hit like episode 5 or whatever, I felt differently. But they were more compelling to me at first because I think they were more vulnerable with one another and actually shared their feelings.
Right. I mean, the first 3 episodes, Shane and Ilya like do anything but talk about their feelings.
All they do is so
yeah. No, I really like Troy and Harris. I think they're very sweet. I think like Harris, especially because he has like a big family with a farm and all his dogs, and like I just love that sort of environment for a love story. And because he doesn't play hockey the same way that Kip doesn't play hockey, but he's also like on the team, like he works for the team.
He works for the team, so he's like around more and more involved.
So I really liked it, and I really liked Ilya and Troy's relationship. I thought it was very cute.
Totally.
Sort of awkward, but also adorable.
Totally. Yeah.
I recently started reading one of Rachel Reed's other books.
Oh, right,
that's not in the Game Changer universe, but it's still about hockey players. I'm very few very few percent of the way through. However you're supposed to say that. But so far it's not as compelling.
Are they both hockey players?
Yes. One of them, by the time that the book takes place, one of them's retired.
Oh, okay.
It starts out, the flashback scene is 2007 and present day is 2024.
Oh,
so they're like, one of them is, the one that's retired is at least in his 40s. Yeah. Because they're in their 20s during the flashback scene.
Right.
So, and then I'm assuming the other one is not that much younger than him.
Yeah. But. Where does what year does the long game take place?
Well, Heated Rivalry ends in 2017?
Is it? Because that's what I was trying to think of.
When is the Olympics?
Oh gosh. Was it the 20?
I don't know. The Olympics are like the only real life event that actually happened, so that's my only frame of reference. But I think the first episode is in 2008.
Okay, so Heated Rivalry. No, this is not what I want. I don't want the release schedule.
I'm pretty sure the first episode is 2008 when they first meet, and then they're together for 10 years. So 2018, I think, is supposed to be.
The Game Changers series wiki is crazy. Okay. All right. The COVID-19 pandemic does not occur in the Game Changers series. Yes, thank you. The All-Star Game, Scott, Eric, Shane, Ilya, Troy are all there. Eric tells Scott he's retiring. Shane beats Ilya in the obstacle course, and Troy competes in fastest skater. Okay, wait. Shane signs with the Centaurs in July of 2021.
Okay.
So yeah. COVID does not exist here. So when Rachel Reed was writing these, she was writing like the future.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was thinking because I'm pretty sure the standalone one that I'm reading now came out before the Game Changers series. Yeah. And it's 2024.
Yeah.
So I was like,
that's so interesting.
Really far in the future.
Huh. I wonder why she would do it that way. I guess for the Game Changers books, it would make more sense just because of kind of like the start of their relationship being in the early 2000s and all that stuff. Or mid 2000s. I don't really know what. I mean, the 2010s, I guess. Because what was it? It was like 2008 or something when they first.
2008 is the first scene, I think.
Summer before rookie year. Yeah. But anyway, Heated Rivalry yet again.
And because the dad, I always remember the first time we watched it, I didn't realize that that's how long ago it was taking place.
Yeah.
And the dad was like, "What's YouTube?" I was like, "What? How does he not know this?" And you were like, "It's 2008." I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, YouTube was fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so funny. Yeah.
I mean, depending on who you were, the internet was still kind of fresh.
Yeah, no, truly. I know, and I was like, what was he watching it on? Like, not his phone, because...
No, his BlackBerry that somehow has 4K resolution when he watches the news interview of Ilya. Yeah. It's like, okay, no, you wouldn't even be able to make out his face on that screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably a desktop PC.
Yeah, for real. I know. So
when
funny.
did laptops become like common to have?
Like not just businessmen having them.
Like normal people.
I don't know. I feel like MacBooks really made it more of a common item.
I got my first laptop in 2008 and it was a Dell. So maybe Shane's watching YouTube on the laptop.
Okay, let's see. Laptops became popular in two distinct waves. They first became common for business professionals in the mid-1990s, and then they became mainstream for everyday consumers and students in the mid-2000s, eventually outselling desktop computers for the first time in 2005.
Okay, so 2008 when I got mine, it was still like relatively new.
Yeah.
But
and then it says the late 2000s, early 2010s, the launch of sleek, lightweight devices like the Apple MacBook Air in 2008 cemented laptops as the dominant computing choice for everyday users. This is just the Google overview. Whatever. Yeah, I feel like, I mean, growing up, we definitely had like a desktop computer.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But I don't think my parents have one anymore.
No.
I know they have a laptop, but yeah, I don't think they have a desktop. Desktops are becoming less and less, which I feel like the only people who use them are people who are doing like high processing type of stuff and like gaming.
Like a PC. Yeah. But even then, it's not the same because with the family desktop, it was like it was used by everybody.
Yes.
And now if you have a PC, it's like it belongs to one person and only that person uses it.
Right.
So, yeah, it's different.
Yeah. Yep, I remember I had computer games. I had let's see. I had a Scooby-Doo computer game. I had a VeggieTales computer game.
Zoombinis.
Zoo
Tycoon.
I didn't play Zoo Tycoon, but I did have Zoombinis. And I also loved the, what are they? They're like the Jumpstart games or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Like the learning games that you would do in like the computer lab at school. But I also had a couple of them for home also.
We had my dad's math teacher. Right. And so we had a math computer game that was called Bugs and Boxes. I should look and see if I can find it on YouTube because it just lives in my head and I have never met anyone else who's ever seen it or knows what it is.
I know.
But I remember I can picture the graphics in my head.
Yes.
And then when you would go to quit the game, there would be this voice that would say, "Are you sure you want to quit?" And it was just "Are you sure you want to quit?" And it was a very specific like intonation. And my family still to this day will like quote it to each other.
I love looking up old games on YouTube. Yeah. Like watching people.
When we're done recording, I should see if I can find it.
Yeah. Because I think it's so fun. Like it's like being slapped in the face with nostalgia. Like when you look up an old game.
And you like completely forget about it.
Yeah.
And then you see it again and it's like,
and suddenly you're transported back to the year 2002 and you're just like, wow.
I think that sometimes about TV shows too. Like kid TV shows that I watched when I was younger that I haven't seen in 20 years and I completely forgot they existed, and then I see them again and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. And I also loved just playing on like Paint.
Oh yeah, Microsoft Paint was the best.
Microsoft Paint.
I remember when they discontinued that. I was so sad.
It's very devastating. I loved Paint. I loved Purble Place. Did you ever play Purble Place? Okay. So there was like multiple different game choice. Like it was like one of the included like Windows games. Like, there was like Minesweeper, Solitaire, Spider Solitaire, whatever. And Purble Place was one of them. And
are you saying purple, like
purple?
The color? Oh,
with
purple?
the B.
Okay.
They were the purples.
Okay.
And so basically there was like multiple different games that you could play on this thing, and one of them was you had to make cakes, and so you had to choose the flavor, the size, and like you got like an order come in, and so you had to choose the flavor, the frosting color, the shape of because there was like heart, circle, and square, and like chocolate, vanilla, strawberry or something, and then same thing with the frosting. It was like chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, and then there was like toppings, and you could make like multi-tiers and like multi-layers and stuff, and so you were working in a bakery and
this sounds like a mobile game, but it was just on
it was super fun. And I forget what the other two were, but that was the one that I always played. I always played the cake making one.
Yeah, it sounds like in the Zoombinis, isn't there a level where you make pizza?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's like a puzzle, like you have to figure out what the toppings are supposed to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
I loved Zoombinis so much.
I got it on Steam.
That's awesome. I love it. Yeah, there was one specifically, I forget. I think we had like just the original one, like Zoombinis, but then I also had one that was like Escape from the Lost Mountain or something.
Yeah.
I forget what it was exactly called, but it was something. But yeah.
Yeah, I just, there are so many things that I played as a kid that I don't remember the details. Like, we had a Game Boy game that was Bible related.
Oh, right.
But it was like a Bible adventure where you had to collect the scripture and whatever and like kill the demons. I don't even know. I wish I could remember what it was called.
So funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe someday I'll find it.
I had a Simpsons game. It was called Road Rage. And you had to like, there was multiple game modes. There was like destructive game mode where you were literally just like trying to hit as many things as possible.
That sounds fun.
And it was very fun. And then there was another one where you had to like pick people up and drop them off. Like it was basically Uber Simulator, where you had to like go to a location, pick someone up, drop them off at a different location.
There are so many simulator games now.
I know.
It makes me feel like we don't even need to have a hostile robot takeover that puts us all in a simulation, because we're like willingly entering the simulation on our own.
It's true.
My husband showed me a screenshot of Power Wash Simulator.
Yes, I've seen this. Actually, I've watched a playthrough.
Used Power Wash Simulator to draw a giant mural of Gandalf confronting the Balrog, and it was like very good. It's like, why can't you just paint this in real life? Why are you making it in Power Wash Simulator?
That's funny. Yeah, no, I've actually watched a like a Let's Play or whatever of Power Wash Simulator. It looks very satisfying, actually.
Yeah, but like there's something about that just feels dystopian.
Yeah. It's crazy. We live in a crazy world.
Yeah.
There are days where I'm like, simulation sounds kind of nice, actually.
Yeah.
But,
I'm not concerned that this is a simulation, because
it sucks too bad.
If they were trying to just placate us in a simulation, they would make it nicer than this.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Things wouldn't be so hard if that were true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, do you have poems for us?
Of course. Okay. This first one is called Intangible by Madison Kuhn. Unclear if it's a poem or if it's an excerpt from something. By the middle of the week, I am tired of being a person. So on Thursdays, give me space to die a little in private. I don't want to go to the grocery store, fold laundry, wash a pan, or cut up artichokes for a salad. Let me sit quietly in a room alone with my knees folded to one side. I will retreat into myself, where I have resided obscurely through immeasurable and contrasting lives, all disorganized and stacked on top of each other in the pit of my stomach. Sometimes they spill out of my mouth like a sheet of ice because of you and your nagging fingers pulling at my bottom lip, hungry for me to tell you what I think before I know how to say it.
I like that.
Yeah. That's the dystopian simulation.
Yeah.
This one also mentioned long fingers, but kind of in a different way. So I thought that was interesting. It's from Notebooks by Tennessee Williams. I am sitting at my kitchen table waiting for my lover to arrive with lettuce and tomatoes and rum and sherry wine and a big floury loaf of bread in the fading sunlight. Coffee is percolating gently and my mood is mellow. I have been very happy lately, just wallowing in it selfishly, knowing it will not last very long, which is all the more reason to enjoy it now. I suppose life always ends badly for almost everybody. We must have long fingers and catch at whatever we can while it is passing near us.
Interesting that people have long fingers.
I know. It was kind of strange, but there was a theme.
I like that a lot, actually.
Yeah, there's a quote that I really like a lot from Doctor Who, actually. That's what's the point in being happy now when we're just going to be sad later. The point is, of course, that we're going to be sad later.
Yeah.
Right. Which I, maybe that wasn't verbatim, but you get the point.
Yeah.
I really agree with that because, time just keeps going on, and
the years start coming and they don't stop.
Exactly. Hit the ground running. So yeah, it's just a reminder that enjoy things while they last, because they won't last forever.
Totally.
And there was one more.
A third.
Well, just because it's really short, but I thought it was funny. This one's called Why Some People Be Mad at Me Sometimes. Lucille Clifton. They ask me to remember, but they want me to remember their memories, and I keep on remembering mine. I just really like the title.
Oh, that is very short.
Okay. Yeah, that's the whole thing. I really like the title. I thought it was funny, but then funny. I also really liked it because it's true. Like, we're talking about good times and bad times, and sometimes the times that we remember as bad, other people remember as not as bad.
Yeah.
And then true. They get mad at us because we're like, well, actually,
Yeah. Yeah. Totally.
So, yeah.
Well, on that note, y'all know where to find us. yappiness.pod@gmail.com, at yappiness.pod on Instagram. And
hit us up.
We will catch you next time.
Bye.